Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Let's play some ogre battle and find ogres, maybe. Maybe. I don't think there's any ogres in this game. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the aptly named Ogre Battle, the March of the Black Queen. We are nearly through the whole game. Can you believe it? We've got 2 maps left only, I think. Yes, it is correct. 2 maps left. John over on YouTube, good to see you. And the Stud's here. How's it going, Stud? Still, I can't say it with a straight face. DD Dragon, good to see you as well. And Deoxer, hey, what's up, gang? How you doing? How's things? Hey, how are ya? Nice to see you. Good to know ya. Let's double check that there's nobody straggling around behind here. So look. Okay, let me shoot straight with you. Okay, I have a good idea of what we're going to play next after this, but it's a little secret. It's a little secret, and only me gets to know. Only me. Okay, Zidgenia. Let's double check everything. Major Rage, welcome. Come on in. How are you? How's things? Hey, how's Vivi? I haven't asked for a while. How's Vives doing? Let's get the guide here and ensure that we've got everything properly situated. Because if we don't, that would be really bad. So I think we're good. Okay, we need to speak with Sir Garwin at Azusa Pacific in California. I use Debonair to fight Andorra. Okay. And then boss fights use Yushi, Saradine, Tristan, or your lord. Okay. So we got 2 maps left. There's not a whole lot I could screw up at this point, I don't think. I should have everything, right? I should have what, like 12 Zodiac Stones and 3 magic artifacts. So let's double check that. Okay, we got the Garnet 1, Amethyst 2, Aqua 3, Emerald 4, Pearl 5, Ruby 6, Peridot 7, Sapphire 8, Opal 9, Turquoise 10. So that's 10. Is that correct? Double check here. Okay, so I've got 10 stones. I have 10 stones. I have the Grail, and I have the Armband, and I have the Brunhild. I think that's the 3 artifacts. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. So, 3 Mystic Treasures, thanks very much. Zidgenia and Temple Shalim. For sure, things are good. Vivi's doing great. Awesome. I'm really glad to hear it. Always feel free to keep us informed on stuff like that, Mage. Love hearing good success stories like that. Well done. John is on YouTube. Time to talk about an Nintendo to bug them. See, John, you let them know. You let them know your trigger point. That's the big mistake, because now they'll mention a Nintendo incessantly. So 2 Zodiac Stones are missing, right? Now, I'm going to have to double check. We're going to have to cross-reference here. Alright, you gotta... Yeah. The trolling falls to me, he says. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, you know? Somebody's got to do it. I don't know whom. I don't know how. But somebody has got to do it. Let's see here. Don't care about an Indo? Yeah, because an Indo sucks. That game's sticky poo-poo. Okay, alright. That's enough of that. Let's check all the stones. Okay, so we'll just go down the list from the beginning. Get Lons at Zeltenia, we got that, and get Warren. We got the Star of Heroes, or the Hero Star. We had Lons fight the boss Hussar at Sharon Border. We recruited Canopus, and we used him to fight Gilbert, and we forgave and recruited Gilbert. We visited Para to get the Mercury, I think that was silver, right? And the Gem of Doom to Para to get the Olden Orb. I remember we did that just fine. Okay, take the toilet to get the Opal, so that is the first of the stones. Okay, the Opal is right there, so we got the Opal. We didn't forgive Deneb. We got Ash. We hired Leon. Key of Destiny. Top of the air to get the Garnet. Okay, we got the Garnet. The Island of Avalon. We got the Emerald right here. And we recruited Aisha and had her fight the boss there, Gary's. We got the Brunhild. It is equipped on... I'm just going to double check that. I believe it's equipped on my lord right here, Brunhild. Okay. So we got that. Okay, Golden Beehive, Trader Fisher, Spare Norn, we did that. Get the Aquamarine. Not pink, not green, not aquamarine. We painted the roses red. Where is it? Do I have it? Garnet. Oh, right there, Aqua. I was looking for marine. Okay, we got the Aquamarine, and we got the Pearl as well. We got Debonair and the Durandal Sword. We found the Chaos Gate. We got Ronnie. We got the Bell of Light at Kaliao. I think so. Okay, we got Saradine. Oh, the Bell of Light was for changing Saradine from stone, right? We got Slust, Peridot. We've got, let me finish double checking this and I'll, well, actually, that's the end of that page. So let me go see what happened. Hey, what's up, Dan? How you doing? We're just double checking everything right now to ensure that we're not missing anything. So, what is Sneaky Poo Poo? Inendo. Should have guessed. How's it going, Slasher and Baron? Baron, Dan, Slasher, good to see you folks. Is there a diamond? I don't think I got the diamond, but we're going down the list, so I'm gonna see. We'll see what all I missed. We recruited Fenril. We got the Ginger Cake. We used Tristan to beat out Pros. We recruited him, obviously. We got the Ruby right here. We got Yushi's. We got the Turquoise right there. I like saying it like that, Turquoise. We recruited Yushi's. We killed Golf. We used Tristan to battle Gary's. We recruited Debonair. Okay, we got the Tableau of the Sapphire right there. We recruited Fogel. Get the Fire Crest. Did I get that? John, do you remember the Fire Crest in Shiggled? I think I got that, but I'm not sure. On Amethyst, we got that. Okay, go to Elbar, get the Gem of Doom. Yep, take to get the Gem of Truth. Get the Topaz. Oh, I don't see it. Topaz. Looks like Topaz is missing. Unless I got it like way earlier, let's see. Yeah, I don't have the Topaz. Okay, so let's go get that right friggin' now. That's at Ryan C. It's super easy to miss stuff on this. Super easy. Yeah, that's the frightening thing. It's easy to miss stuff. Let me catch up with chat here in the meantime. We started the new 007. Oh, did that come out? Does it feel like a 007 movie? Firecrest requires not recruiting Fogel. Oh, okay. Well, we recruited Fogel. So that's weird because the guide says to recruit him and to get the Firecrest. Now, I thought I came here already, but I don't know. It's gonna be in one of these temples. So we'll just let this do this. Brother! Did you like my sunglasses, Mr. Tempered? Every time you say brother, you gotta say it like that. Brother! I live on through this arm! And then, yeah, and then you just had your ghost trapped in your arm, fused to another guy. Man. I love Metal Gear Solid, but it is weird sometimes. And then they retcon stuff, and they're like, that didn't happen. Like, it did happen, though. You're just making stuff up now. Hereby pass the trolling duties. Yeah, okay, they're back to you. So go ahead, hit us. Hit us with your biggest troll. We're not going to talk about politics again, though. No more politics stuff. But we could talk on this account, gotta specify. But Ocelot is best. Yeah, MGS is weird. And this is why I think the series got weirder over time. Like 3 and 4 are very weird. Like you're watching shonen weird. Whereas I think 1 is much more straight-faced and serious compared to that. I really like MGS 1. I like MGS 2. I like MGS 3. And then I like somewhat like MGS 4. I don't know. So they kind of go down. I think Kojima... I'm sorry, Kojima, if you're listening. I think Kojima is one of those artists who peaked early. But, you know. I'm the bad guy. See? And that explains the accent, too. Yeah. Okay, so where could this possibly be? John, do you remember where the topaz is? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Raiden, turn off the system right now. This is just a game. And you're like, no! No! I actually did it. Just to see what happened. Because I thought, well, wouldn't that be crazy if you rebooted it? And it knew that you did that? So I wanted to see, and of course I had to do the electrocution part all over again because I'm an idiot. But that was fun. You had to be there. In a pre-internet age. I think a really cool thing too is from the first Metal Gear Solid when Psycho Mantis is like,
So you like to play Animal Crossing? I can read your mind.
And he's like seeing that like you own.
He's like, I can see you have a poster of Goku behind you.
And you're like, well, how did he know? It's because he's telepathic. That's why. Well, it wasn't there, so Any ideas? Any ideas on where this could be? Not many battles till it's Ogre. Well done. Well done on the pun. Third strongest mole. I expect you, every time you come in here, I expect you to have a pun for us. Please. I'm begging you. You gotta let it happen. It's, it is your oh no, it might be your destiny. It could. I don't know if it is, though. But it could and it should be your destiny. Oh, what the heck am I gonna do now? What if it's not here? Then what? You know, then what happens? I'm gonna be looking really silly. Taking a look now, I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, so it's at none of the temples here. So what? I didn't accidentally sell it. Let's clean up here and see. You can't equip the Zodiac Stones, right? Like, they'd just be sitting here in the... what is this box? Is like a sellable thing. Okay, there's those Hero Star Grail armband, and I know I have the Brunhild. So that's Garnet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yeah, no topaz and no diamond. I'm still playing this! Still playing this. That was a decent troll too, because my blood pressure shot up for a second there. I really did. Oh, I got DD Dragon messaging me. Let's see. So I got to get the capital of Yahweh, take the Mercury to the Gem of Dawn, Wise Man, Golden Orb, take all 3 objects. Okay, so does this mention the Topaz? From Felana in Shangri-La. Hang on. Is this a picture of which map? Which map am I looking at? If you have followed these tips, there's still a lot to do. Liberate 100 reputation. Okay, if you have a high reputation, go to Remoto with a gem, which you last time you need to get the thing. Return when you have the tablet. Return to the temple here to get the topaz. But which thing? All your blood pressure belong to us. It's true, actually. You manipulative swine. I'm just kidding. Hey, there's another one down there. We could take a shot at that. Maybe. So that's going to be the big thing today. If I cannot find the topaz and the diamond, then we're kind of screwed. John, you got any input? Let me see here. How to find the topaz? Stage found. Ryan C, of course. So, I mean, I could check every spot, but I don't know. I still have the tablet. I saw it in my inventory. Right there. Tablet of Yaru. But where on earth is the topaz? Unless it's just named something different. I don't know. That's crazy that you gotta get a third-party controller for that thing. One of my good friends, Duct Tape, was complaining about that recently in our Discord. He had owned the PS5 controller for less than a year, and it's already drifting on him. What do they charge, like 90 bucks for those things? It's ridiculous. It can't even survive its own generation. Oh, here we go. The topaz. Okay, we got it. Whew. I was sweating bullets over here. Same thing goes for Joy-Cons. It's completely unacceptable. Unacceptable. Like, you expect maybe a little bit of that with, like, the toy-like quality of Nintendo devices, but, like, PlayStation's supposed to be the prestige quality brand. And holy smokes, I would be mad if I spent almost $100 on a controller that drifted in less than a year. Forget that. Okay, last one is going to be what? Is going to be... Where... Oh yeah, diamond. So where's the diamond located? Because I don't see it... It's actually not on the guide from the it's not in the Prima guide, which is pretty surprising. Is it the black diamond? Or which one am I looking at here? I think it's diamond. I can't find it on the appendices unless I'm just missing it. I did not make excuses for beloved Nintendo. How dare you try to console war me on my own stream? You putz, you mook, you hoochie. Can't believe it. We get to use like PG insults here. You flatulating butthead. That one's from Scrooge. Let's see. Okay, revisit Roshin Temple the Mountains with the Tablet of Yaru. And which mountains? Shiggold. Okay, here we go. Thanks, my friends. Thank you. Shiggold. So, does it say it on the appendices, or is it not there? Let's see. Is this Shiggold? I can't remember where anything is. We're already that far in. Well, I can't wait to play Tactics Ogre after this. Well, I mean, not immediately after this. Shiggold! But I missed it. I'm too excited. Shangri-La. It's gotta be like way over here then. Oh my gosh. Is it Ruined City? A Yuji Bard is Ruined City. There we go. See, I was looking for Shiggold. It's Ruined City. Oh, there. See, you said it right there in chat. It's Ruined City. Skeptical because the low price of reviews were good in putting it through. Well, give it a year. I mean, ideally, a controller can last the generation of the system, but yeah, that's the way they do it. This one right here, that's in the mountains. Spoony. That's Mr. Tempered. You should change your name to Mr. Spoony. Okay, Zitiginia. Right here. This is going to be our last one. Now, is it a requirement that I get all of the towns liberated here? Because it may not be. Oh, this is slipping. Hang on. Some days you just can't get this thing straight. That might have to be the straightest you get, and that's not even straight at all. Mr. Spoony. There we go. Tabalaviaru. Okay, let me double check this because I don't think it was mentioned. Yeah, so actually the appendix in the Prima guide, interestingly, does not mention getting the diamond for the best ending. So if you followed that, you still wouldn't get the best ending. That is really interesting. I was looking through another old guide. I can't remember what game it was, and they had some incorrect information there as well. It's part of the era, you know? Do it anyway. Here we go. Do it anyway. Unlike Xanadu, you can liberate the towns and temples there. Okay, but do we have to, though, is the big question, right? Because if I don't have to, then maybe I won't, you know? Maybe we'll just finish this game today. Or maybe I'll just take care of it. I don't know. We could go ahead and do it all. Let me get my map up here. The appendix called it Demondo. Not on those pages, right? It's not on. There's the Gamma Ruined City Shiggold, and it only mentions Fogel and the Firecrest, unless it mentions the diamond somewhere else. But I don't see it even as Demondo. It's the second page of Appendix G, getting the best ending. I don't see Demondo on there, unless you tell me which line or something like that. Let me see here. Okay, and then we'll just kind of, we'll start doing our thing. We'll leave them here. And, we need... We'll come up over start liberating these. Should be one like right around here. Okay, and then this guy will do the kind of the right side. Fly out here too. Okay, that's a good start, methinks. Let them do their thing. So much snow. Oh, the item appendix called it that. Gotcha. So I don't know if you write in your guide or maybe put a post-it note in there or something for you. If you do use the guide next time you use it, DD Dragon, go ahead and leave yourself a note that the diamond you're gonna need to get in Shigold. Sarge Smash, how's it going? I don't know if we're gonna wreck the game today. We might do it tomorrow. I actually got to split like on time today, so we'll give ourselves some breathing room. But I hope you're doing well, and thanks for being here. No, I don't want that. Did you see Prince Gary's? How could there be so many Prince Gary's? Prince Gary's. I had heard that he was immortal, but that's not human. Nope. Not at all. Oh, welcome back, stud. Welcome back. You know, it's a great choice to have a username that is like a compliment like that, you know? Because you could just eat it up, you know? Be like, yeah. On Twitch, they call me stud. Could use more sleep? Couldn't we all? I don't know. I've had weird sleeping patterns. I've had trouble falling asleep and trouble staying asleep. So I just go to bed late and get up early, but my energy's been through the roof for now, so I don't know, we'll see how long that lasts. Oh, a run of Mega Man 6, though? I mean, that's time well spent. Prince Gary's himself executed all the paladins in Zetagenia. Prince Gary's chose the way of the Black Knights and lost every speck of passion. All of his specks just completely gone. It helps your mental health. I love it. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, I said. Brilliant, boy. Oh yes, I wish to pull a card. Emperor! I am Emperor! It's good. Let's see, do I have anything junk that we could just throw out? Oh, we got lots of Emperor cards. We got good stuff. Prince Garrus himself executed all the paladins, and the paladins were the finest, most honorable warriors in the Highlands. What could have happened? He's evil. Duh! So there you go. Okay, it's about to be nighttime. Ooh. Spooky, yes? Okay, give me a second here. Unlimited power! What game are you guys talking about now with the PvP stuff? You go to bed at proper times? Nice. Giving up healthy sleep again. Well, here's the thing, right? It's like it might not. I'm just gonna play a little devil's advocate. Forgive me. It might boil down to things that impact your health positively that go beyond just the feeling of health, right? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. The well-read mage is not a doctor. There's a reason that the Highlands started a war to build the Empire. Far to the north is the militaristic, fanatic country of Rodisti. Rodisti is planning on taking over the continent of Zetagenia. The Empress tried to convince Gran and the other kings of the danger, but no one believed her. Not only did they refuse to help, but they tried to invade the Highlands. That's right. The Highlands did not start this war. The other 4 kingdoms did. But it appears that even the Highlands could not take on all 4 kingdoms. That's when the mage Rashidi approached the Empress and bored her. Oh, we got our supervillain backstory now. You're alive in the moment? I get it. A lot of health stuff is like preventative, and it's hard to be like, yeah, but I'm comfortable now, you know? And it's like, why exercise? And it's because then that way you won't be sick in the future. Why can't I eat what I want to right now? Because then that way you won't be sick in the future. So, World of Warcraft. Oh, you guys are No, just kidding. Pot calling Kittle black. Are the mage calling the other mage red? There you go. That works even better. The Holy Lotus Empire. Oil up and hit the gym. Do you have to do it in that order? That's a little gross. It's a little on the gross side. I'm just gonna say. Like, imagine using a piece of equipment after a guy who oiled up and then hit the gym. Nasty. Something just happened. Let's go see. Oh, Charlie Chipotle. How's it going? Combining 2 of my favorite things, Charlie and Chipotle. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Nerds are pretty cool. I think everybody in here is a nerd too. Maybe even Charlie Chipotle. I don't know. Thanks for the follow though, Chuck. I appreciate you very much. Chuck Chipotle. Gym time and wrestling. Oh, are we're pronouncing things as wrestling? Huh? You guys getting oil all over the gym equipment? Terrible. Terrible. But I bet it makes it look handsome. Handsome! Oh, Sun Card. Just so we can blitz through our tax stuff. Yeah, we'll use this. We'll replace Priestess. Chipotle? Oh no. I'm ashamed that I read that properly. You know? My name is Galwin. I am one of the surviving paladins. We were able to discover the true goals of Rashidi. Rashidi wanted only one thing, far greater than the gods, you called it. He joined with the Highlands only to use our power to find the stones of the Zodiac. We found this out and tried to convince Her Highness of it. She had already been led to evil. Been led to evil. Our oath is to protect the honor and righteousness of the Highlands. Please stop our Empress. Okie dokie. I'll do Eamon. Excited for the new He-Man movie. I'm not 5 years old, so no. No, just kidding. I actually, in all seriousness, I've never had any real connection with the He-Man property, so I was like, you know what? It's cool and respectful that they didn't pull any punches. They put him in that goofy suit with the buckles across his chest. They made Skeletor like a blue guy with a skull face. It looks like He-Man. Right on the warpath? Oh, today I'm on the warpath? Today?
Write it out.
Oh no, they got me. Alright, let's see what we can do here with this weenie unit that I like almost never use. Ah! Well, you know what they say. Here today, a hot tamale. We'll use up some cards. Yeah, like it's cool. I'm glad it exists. Like I'm not like, oh yeah, shoot, we had a ghost. Like I'm not like mad that it exists or anything like that. I think it's pretty neat that it does. But you know, it's interesting. So I'll use one of these. Gary's unleashing the clones. Attack of the clones. But yeah, no, if you're gonna go see it, you know, go see it, enjoy it. I hope it's good for you. Fingers crossed, you know. Let's see, we'll go through a bunch of cards here. I thought it was interesting that the creator of He-Man actually recently just passed away. After I think it was a long battle with dementia, Alzheimer's, something like that, tragically. And then the movie just got made too, you know, so it's kind of perfect timing. But yeah, I only like He-Man thing I know is like the memes, that one song. And so I went in the morning and I stepped outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and that song. And the part on Ghostbusters 2 when they're like, He-Man, He-Man. That's all I know. Literally, that's it. So, you know, it's not much. Alright, Fogel, get this guy.
Write it out.
You know, one must wonder when they're going to make a live-action Thundercats, because that's got to happen at some point, right? Like they're not just gonna let that fade into the ether of memory. There are a couple things that they haven't butchered yet that I'm really excited for them to not butcher. That are things that are important to me from my childhood that I hope they never turn into some kind of adaptation. One of the big ones is Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin and Hobbes and Watterson understood that it exists in a specific context, right? And it's perfect as is. I don't want to see like a live-action adaptation of Calvin and Hobbes. I don't want to see a sequel for Calvin and Hobbes. I don't want to see a Netflix special animation for Calvin and Hobbes. I just want Calvin and Hobbes to exist within the finished work that it exists in already, you know? A new collection. I think I saw that. I already own all the books from childhood. Otherwise, I would snag that thing up. And the wonderful thing about them is, so I grew up reading them and expanded my vocabulary with them. Calvin is pretty verbose at times. And learned to read with them. And then I passed them on to my children. And they've really enjoyed reading them. And it's helped them a lot as well. A band of men from Mattel were able to save some of the paladins who were to be executed. Where's Mattel? To the north. What else? At one point, I would have said The Dark Crystal. But they already did that Netflix thing that I just never got around to seeing. So let me see. Other, like, childhood stuff. Like, yeah, they never really did anything with Thundercats. I was never super into that. I feel like that's nostalgia bait territory, too, so I'll have to like it less now. This is part of me being on the warpath today, I guess. Oh, that's a lot of Doll Masters. Okay. You know what? Well, you guys can go ahead and do that. See how you feel about it. I think Calvin and Hobbes is the greatest comic strip ever. Yeah. Not only is it really funny, like the writing is really good, but I think visually, Calvin and Hobbes kicks the pants off of just about any other mainstream, you know, Sunday newspaper comic, with some serious artistry. The landscapes, the forests, the aliens, the dinosaurs, burned into my psyche is the image of a T-Rex piloting a fighter jet. It's just, there's so much breadth and scope and imagination and real artistic talent in Calvin and Hobbes. Just purely speaking visually. Mask needs more love? Yes! It's a perfect image. It really is. Let's move this unit up here. And we'll get this spot here. And then I'll have another unit come out. Gilbert hasn't done anything for a long time. Kind of just not using that character at all much, I think, at this point. Now, see, I don't remember Mask that well. I think that was a bit before my time. I'm not trying to be a... I mean, it was. I wasn't trying to say, like, some underhanded, like, oh, you're so old kind of thing. Yeah, we need that game. Yeah. And that hits the nail on the head right there, right? Is like, as a kid, I really wanted a Calvin and Hobbes video game. Like, I wanted to play Spaceman Spiff and Stupendous Man and all these things. And then eventually come to realize that, well, there's quite a lot. I don't want to waste that sun card. I don't have the other one. There's quite a lot about Calvin and Hobbes that should just exist as it is now. I think that's really good. Be like knowing when a work is finished or knowing when to stop. I've mentioned this before on this channel, but I think knowing when to stop and let something rest is rarely something that creators are good at doing. A lot of the times they kind of just, you know, this will go on forever. That's how you get cash cow IPs, you know? So it's a darn shame.
Write it out.
Maybe I could catch those ghosts. I don't think I'd be able to, though, because I think they're also low sky. That's alright. We're just going to spread out over this map. Gotta chase the dollars. Exactly that. Commander Keen isn't a Spaceman Spiff game? No. We could, I mean, you could substitute everything. Just swap out the fox for a dinosaur and boom, there you go, you know? But there's obviously a lot of texture, there's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff there. Let's see. I think we're gonna move up after this.
Find out.
Yes. We reached the nostalgia zombie stage for a franchise. We're better off just having it in the public domain. Yeah, that could, you know, eventually it will be anyway. But I love the idea of IPs like that being regulated by creators rather than laws anyway. Maybe that's a little libertarian for me to say, oh, we're not going to get into politics. Scientific progress goes boink the game. There are 3 other cities besides ours on this island. Oh, thanks. You let us know about that. Okay, next one is... There's one right here. good. That's still waiting there. Yeah, and that's all. That's everybody. I don't think so, this guy right here. A clone management sim. Has that been done yet? Oh, Suvorov Andrei Play. A little Russian there. So I don't speak Japanese. I don't speak Russian, but let me run this through a translator. And let me see what you've left me over there on YouTube. Hey man, it's rare to see someone playing RPG masterpieces. Have a great stream. Thanks very, very much. I appreciate that. Let me try to respond in Russian. Okay. Большое спасибо. Мы проходим the RPG dia SNES. Dia. Alright. Obviously, I'm a little rusty on the Russian, but I don't even know if that's correct or not. Probably butchered that. But hey, Suvorov, thanks for joining us. We're playing through every... Yeah, I think I nailed it, right? It's just like reading Elvish. In fact, it's exactly like reading Elvish. You know, you do your best. That's all. That wasn't very patriotic. You're not even from the same country. So, hey, well, New Age Retro Mage, we have a friend who came in on YouTube and left me a comment in Russian, so I thought I'd try to return the favor. There you go. Oh, look at that. You're a little, I didn't know that you defected over here. Look at you defecting all over the place. Let's do this one again. New Age Retro Mage, thanks for being here too, by the way. Yeah, a clone management sim. A comment on what Mole said about things being public domain. It seems like even then, the IP really isn't even served that well. Because what do we get? We typically get like horror schlock. That's about it. Like, did you know Mickey Mouse is going to, you know, a couple months ago, Mickey Mouse is going to be public domain. Guess what? And then there's like 100 Steamboat Willie horror movies that hit the streaming services. Platinum Dragon. There he is. America. Oh, America. God shed his ever-loving grace on thee and crown. But you didn't know that was going to happen today. But it did, and now I'm a little lightheaded. So I hope you appreciate this. There's like 2 people that this message is for. I hope you appreciate it. I will sing until I'm lightheaded for this chat. All right, that's not low effort stuff. Our Empress Endora is a beautiful woman. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Every woman in this game, they have to let you know that the woman is beautiful. There's no way someone like that would fall into the hands of evil. What kind of a statement is that? Beautiful people can't be evil. JRPGs, man, you gotta love them. All right. That's silliness. She's all pretty. Jack Black the Patriot? I'd love to hear Jack Black sing, Oh, you heard that in the kitchen? Well, my name's Moses, not Jesus. So, you gotta get it right.
Liberation.
Scarlett heard it from the bedroom. That was pretty loud then, huh? You know what? And I pulled away from the mic too. I did. I didn't hit that ever loving right into the microphone because I knew that would have been pretty loud. I turned my head, so you guys didn't even get the full Moses Norton. You got just a skosh. Am I no longer a human being? Over the past 25 years, I've lost all human rights and no longer know what I am. Well, that was probably the most haunting line in this game so far, you know? Huh. You got enough? Okay. Alright. What did I just say about appreciating? You know what, though? Could sing some more. You know, we could do that. Oh, look at all that stuff. There's so much stuff up there. Let's just, we'll keep this here. Give me another song. I'll sing it as loud as I can. And then you'll all be crying in your headphones. Oh, I thought I was gonna catch this dragon right here. Hey now.
Write it out.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to. We actually just got new neighbors that moved in next door, so I cannot scream and shout at the top of my lungs anymore. They're gonna call the cops and be like, that guy next door was singing patriotic songs at the top of his lungs in the middle of the day. And the Texas police officer saunter up.
Hey, well done there, buddy. Ink for corner shot there for dick.
Nah, nobody talks like that down here. Magician? Oh, okay. I'll try and remember that next time. But at least we can vent the urge to make slop horror all at once instead of dragging out remakes for 30 years. I mean, I don't know if that's a nice trade-off. I personally, I'll take neither of those things, you know? Let's see. There's a hidden temple in the top right of the map. It prevents clones from mass spawning. What? Beautiful people can't be evil? The Fernie defense. I don't know what that is. Explain it to me like I'm 4th third strongest mole. No, it's not why the old neighbors moved. We're still friends with them. I got invited to the house of the old neighbors. They made me pupusas, which if you've never had pupusas homemade, it was so good. It was really good. I had 2. I mean, it's just masa with beans and cheese, and I think she put pork in it and flattened down like a pancake. And I ate one and I was like, that was really good. I'm going to have a second one. And I ate the second one. I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm really good. And then she brought out a second plate. She's like, these are fresh. And I was like, so I had a third one. And then we're sitting there talking and she's like, wait, I got to go bring out some more. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. So yeah, I ate 4 of them. That was a mistake. I had to go home and lie down. So, Pupusas 1, Giant Polynesian Guy is 0. Not proud of it, but it is what it is. You guys get to be my confession booth in here too. I get to just confess all the heavy things on my soul, like all the pupusas I've eaten. We put together a band to try to rescue the paladins who were to be executed. We weren't able to help many, but we managed to get a few out. We took them to the city of Azuzao to the south. Please go see them. Okay, do I have to go back there now? Let me see. Because I know we talked to Garwin there. Giant Polynesian guys are never 0. Oh, thanks very much. 0 to hero, just like that. When he smiled, the girls went wild with oohs and ahs. And he slapped his face on every vase, on every vase. One of the greatest Disney songs of all time right there. Okay, Fern was a courtesan in ancient Greece who, according to this story of dubious historicity, was spared the death penalty after being found guilty of impiety by virtue of being a super hot. Well, I can believe it, because the Greeks, you know, they were all about that thing. You absolve me from the light gluttony. Have the blessing of the mage. Indecipherable gibberish hand gestures. Yes! Yes! I have the power. Oh, shoot. I gotta do something here. 'Cause we are getting chewed up. Yeah. And you are a confessional, too. So, and I appreciate it, you know? It doesn't go unthanked. Hit him. There we go. Yeah, boy. Oh, you know what? I think that wizard is just completely unhelpable. Yeah, he's at like forget it. I mean, we're at the end of the game already, you know? Like, I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't care. Star card. I mean, that's not that bad. So, okay, let me give you... hang on, let me read this. We of the Highlands do not enjoy fighting. Actually, those who are speaking out against the Empress are increasing. So, let me give you a little tasty poo of what we are going to be playing next. So, I recently bought this, and I was like, oh, this totally fits in with the theme of Super Nintendo RPGs. Now, I've played this original game many times, and I would love to replay it again on chat or on Twitch. But you know what I've never done is I've never played this remake. So I think what we're going to play next is the Super Mario RPG remake. Now, I've actually got an adapter to be able to connect HDMI to the cables to the CRT TV. So we're going to play it. Maybe the only person who streams this whole game doing this. We're going to play Super Mario RPG's remake on CRT TV. And just see what it looks like. It's a good remake. You know, I saw my kid playing it and I was like, I kind of want to play that. So I clicked this morning. I was like, oh shoot, I can play that. I can play that on stream. It's a Super Nintendo RPG. You know, I've played through a couple things. Like I was playing Cuphead on a CRT TV. It makes total sense to do that, I think. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. So we'll probably wind up starting that Thursday. Super Mario RPG remake on Switch on a CRT TV. That's gonna be what we do. Now I freaking love that game. That is like, do I have an old CRT monitor? So I don't. It's been a long time since I've hooked it up with the adapter. It's totally like legible. Like you can see what's going on. It may not be as crisp as this. Did I test the downscaling device? Well, what's that supposed to mean? Oh yeah, because it's widescreen. Let me see. Let me do a test tonight, and we'll see. It should work because I thought I did it with Cuphead, and it worked. Yeah, I really want to see what it looks like on the CRT as well. So we will find out together. Ideally, I don't know. If it's gonna be like it's so widescreen, can't see nothing, then forget it. But I think I'll be able to figure out how to capture it with the cam, just like this. Although ideally, it'll be a friggin' more stable and like centered than this is right now. I was testing out a different app that actually had a lot more control for the camera settings to capture a CRT. And that's the Black Magic app, which is actually really cool. But in order to stream off of it, I either had to stream from the phone, in which case it'd be tough for me to see the chats, or I'd have to connect it to a capture card. And I have had some of the worst luck with capture cards imaginable. I had an Elgato, and I mean, I still have it, I just don't use it because it's super unreliable. Constantly breaking and busting and being generally terrible. Okay, there's nobody else down here, right? Like, we kicked all their butts and stuff. Yeah. Let's go up here. There ought to be... Yeah. Oh, right there. I mean, that's close as heck. Okay. Could be Finicky. Finicky's my middle name. They call me the Finicky Red Mage. You'll have to drop the resolution down. Hopefully it doesn't add too much latency. If you did Cuphead. Yeah, I did do Cuphead. I didn't play the whole game. But we'll see what it does. Timing seemed tighter. Oh, so you know what I noticed is they have a little flash, like, exclamation mark for the timing on there. Because otherwise in the original you just had to guess. Straight up just guess, right? Well, we'll try it and let me know if, you know, if it's watchable. If it's unwatchable, then we won't watch it. We'll do something else. Yes! Oh, man, what a cool spell. You use the retro tink for it. Okay, well, I don't have the fancy stuff. So we're not gonna do any of that. It'll be about as low tech as we can possibly get it, because that's how I roll. Hey, these guys hit pretty hard. Hey now, give us a good heal. Yes. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That wasn't a good heal, but I'll take it nonetheless. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be shelling that kind of stuff. I would just point a camera at an old dirty laptop and then we can go from there for emulation. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Plus, I like using original hardware if I can, but I still gotta save up for the FX Pack Pro. You know, my wife's birthday is coming up this month. I don't know if it's gonna happen anytime soon, but it'll happen when it happens. And that's the beautiful thing about it. So we'll go from there. Let's do an Emperor card. We've got a bunch of these. No, CRTs won't last forever. It's true. Revisit Miss Lata to receive a Tome of Myths. Revisit El Keda. Receive a Sentinel Demon free stuff after finishing Zitagenia. That's just if I need more money, right? I think I'm sitting on 2 of the Sentinels, and then I have got a couple other things to sell. I've got like a trophy to sell. I've got the what was it, Tome or something like that? Well, like, you better get her something nice for putting up with you. Okay, so that's how you want to do it, huh? So that's how you want to do it, huh? That was me ripping my shirt off Hulk Hogan style. Yeah, I mean, I typically do. I think I'm a pretty good husband. I'm all right. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? But better husband than Solid Snake. There's that. You know? For trading and Diaspola. Yeah, you get the stuff with it, right? Oh, let me use ooh, actually, I don't know if I have any more all heals. I'm gonna use them up. Hey, my rep went down a little bit. That sucks. Okay, where is the trade city? I will be taking over the trade city. No. Let's give it a second. I don't know where it is. Maybe this is it. Something like that. Who cares? Here we go.
Find it out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't know. I kind of feel like I just want to get through the end of the game now. Like, I'm fairly satisfied with most of the units. We got everything promoted, generally promoted that I wanted. So I'm pretty happy with that. I might not go out of my way to do anything else, you know. Get him.
Find it out.
What time we got here? Oh yeah, we still got time to finish this map up. So then tomorrow we'll do the last map. Isn't there like a secret map after that? I can't remember. But ideally we'll finish the game tomorrow. And then that would mean starting the Super Mario RPG remake on Thursday. Now, if the CRT thing doesn't work out, then I guess we could just do like a capture card, if it works, because it might not, because it's dumb. Well, we'll have to see. Oh, you got him. You got him.
Find it out.
Oh my goodness. Okay, alright. What's the fire from the wyvern look like here? Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Let's try this. That's not too shabby. There's worse things in life. And they could probably whittle him down from there, I think. Or actually not, because then that happened.
Find it out.
John, how's it going to MC? My man. Thanks for coming back in, John. Good to see ya. Did I already do Earthbound? So we did. We did already do Earthbound. Like Major Rage mentioned. So actually, okay. So I've beaten Earthbound many times. I really love Earthbound. I did not stream Earthbound, though. That's the only thing. And it's tempting to stream Earthbound because I know Mr. Tempered in here is allergic to Earthbound. So it'd be really hilarious with all his clamoring for a Nindo with a ninja to then play Earthbound Yeah, I mean, I could at some point. But at some point, I've got to finish those last 4. Yeah, Tempered's got bad taste. It's true. You heard it here, folks. Yeah, the guy who worships a Nindo Way of the Ninja without having finished it does not like Earthbound. Anyway, yeah, it's funny. It's all in good humor though. Yeah, Earthbound's great. Oh, look at this! You're gonna spite ask me to stream Earthbound? Well, DD Dragon, I know you've finished it. Yeah, I pick on Major Rage because he hasn't finished in Nindo Way of the Ninja. Oh, really? It definitely repels some folk. It really does. People love to watch streams of Earthbound. Well, that's cool. I mean, I love Earthbound. I think it's the best written game on here. Best localized game. It's wild, like, playing some of these RPGs where they couldn't even get, like, basic dialogue correct. And then you play Earthbound and you're like, dude, there's jokes that work on, like, multi-pop cultural levels across regions. Divorce? Oh, dang. He said the D word in chat. New Age Retro Mage, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. To put on this sackcloth and ashes and go sit in the dirt. You just want to get the alternate final boss? We'll do it. Go ahead and do it. Can't do it around here, but you can do it. How many of the game is in style or other RPGs of the same type of much better in both style and gameplay? I think there are I said this before, there are certainly games that are much better in visual style than Earthbound. Earthbound has a very deliberate, I don't want to say watered down, but simplistic visual style. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I can understand why it's off-putting. That said, I think the music more than makes up for it, and it's a Dragon Quest clone. You know, you gotta love a Dragon Quest. What, do you not like Dragon Quest? What, are you not American? Bounce back, I didn't think it's an average RPG. Well, that's not true. That's patently false. Patently false. I think average for the time would probably be Breath of Fire 1. And Earthbound is a million times more capable. Yeah, if you don't like witticisms, if you don't like irony in your humor, then yeah, you're not gonna like Earthbound. I also think, too, beyond the humor, a lot of people talk about the humor in the writing. I think that Earthbound is one of the most sweetly wistful and nostalgic RPGs in its themes. Not that I have nostalgia for it, but the game is about nostalgia in a way that I don't think any other RPG on the system does it. Yeah, no, exactly. You unlock memories through music. It's an incredibly wistful, thoughtful game. But its capability is that it is so well localized and so well written that it is able to support fairly abstract themes like that. Like, a lot of themes in RPGs will be, you know, good versus evil, corruption, Lord of the Rings type stuff, you know? Nothing wrong with that. I love Lord of the Rings. I think Earthbound is special, not because it's funny, not because of the music, but because of the quality of writing, the quality of the localization, and the kinds of abstract, not so much surrealist, that's not the word I'm searching for, the themes that are in there. Dragon Warrior benefited NES lower graphics. Yeah. HP scroll? Yeah, the HP scroll is pretty cool, I think. Let me scroll up here. Speaking of scrolling. Nobody else but Ness calls their mom while on a hero's journey. There you go. And it's not humor that like, I mean, we should clarify. It's not humor that like you're gonna slap your knee and be like, oh, dude. I'm still laughing about no, but there's a couple jokes in there that I do still laugh about. Typically like social parody jokes, like the guy at the Beatnik Club looking at a rock on the stage, and he's like, "You kids can't envision the final collapse of capitalism." Incredible, like that like satirizing of real human beings that everybody's met is one of the beautiful things about that game. RPG set in modern times with supernatural and cosmic forces at work. Let's see. Can I feel about Mario and Luigi Dream Team? Dream Team was great, but humor didn't land. Healing right before you get KO'd, it is a good feeling. You're like, oh, I'm so fast. Running a campaign called This Game Stinks. Yes! Now I've got the scratch and sniff pages in that Nintendo Power Guide, John, and they still work, believe it or not, to this day. I don't scratch them because I did it once and I was like, wow, that smells atrocious. But this has been said to death. I know and I believe it that the game was mismarketed over here because the game's not really that heavy with the gross out stuff. Like there's a couple things that are gross out humor in there, but it's not like the entire game is like Booger Man or Earthworm Jim or anything like that, you know? Because when the age of better graphics came, the Dragon Quest games have been garbage visually. Yeah, and that doesn't really matter, because unless you care a lot about graphics. In which case, then that's a personal prerogative thing. I don't really care that much about graphics. I mean, I'm playing freaking Super Nintendo games. These graphics are 30 years out of date. So I really don't care too much about the deliberate graphics of Earthbound. I think there's a lot of joy, too, certainly in like the enemy design. Their caricatures, they're cute. They definitely remind me of Dragon Quest. Have you discovered the power of Garys? Until now, you have not been fighting the real Garys. Or rather, not his real body. Due to the power given to him by Rashidi, he is able to send his spirit out of his body. The Garys you fought at Avalon, Shangri-La, and Zetaginia was actually only the spirit of Garys. You were only fighting in animated armor. To defeat him, you must find where his body is. You must fight him in the flesh. He's probably hiding in some safe space, sending dummies out after you. Ah, that's messed up. Okay, are we here? Where is this map? Let me see. Oh, one step up here. So this actually stops the clones from coming. Is that what we were saying? More RPG heroes should call their mom, yeah. Chrono goes back to revisit mom from time to time. I like that was a thing where you could like introduce new party members to mom and she'd be like, wow, a robot. Anyway, remember to wear clean underwear. And it's like, okay, mom. Let's see. There's a contest to guess what the smells are, yeah. So let me tell you, I can actually tell you what they are. In the back of the guide, they are. There's the only one that smells good is the monkey smells like a banana. There's one that smells like ash, one that smells like dirty socks, one that smells like a fart, I guess. I can't remember what the other one smells like. Musty mushrooms or something like that. It's just spores. Just straight up just spores. I don't care about graphics, but when your characters look like boring drab design, it's sad. So you do care about graphics. Because that sentence was self-defeating. You do care about graphics. Like, not actually caring about graphics would be playing Earthbound and not caring about playing as stick figures. You know? They based a lot of it off of fighting sentient piles of puke. Yeah, which is like one thing, right? And there's a couple other gross out things in there, but again, it's not like the entire game is like Booger Man or anything like that, so you're still around. So the Empire is finished, but I will not concede. Rashidi and I will still control this continent. Sorry, but I don't have the time to play with you just now. Have fun with my other selves, though. If you survive, we'll meet again, and then I will finish you with my own hands. Okay. Ah, so expensive. Let's see if we can't grab a few more of these. Burn, burn, burn. Oh, he did the butt thing. It's kind of enjoyably ironic that the guy who's into crass humor in chat couldn't take the humor in Earthbound. You thought it was too puerile, eh? It was the Nickelodeon slime era, exactly. Yeah.
Point it out.
Love a Nintendo, it definitely wasn't because of the graphics. Yeah, exactly. So when I complain about the graphics in a Nintendo, that's when you should get me for it. It is an ugly game, but then I've also said Earthbound's an ugly game. The only difference is Earthbound is actually a great game, and Nintendo's a big stinging pile of beep. So there you go. So there you are. Okay, all right. It's gonna get too out of hand over here. Bam, 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 bam. See, this would be the beauty of playing Earthbound, is it's so controversial, you know? So this is actually bad right here. I wasn't really paying attention. And, yikes. Let's see. We're probably going to lose that spot. Gonna strictly at least to me, the art style in Earthbound is super endearing with the use of perspective, especially. For sure. So I think that I actually believe both of those things at the same time. This is gonna sound wishy-washy, but hear me out. I think that okay, let's go ahead and pause this. I think that the game is very endearing to me. I mentioned I really like the sprites. Visually, it's endearing to me, but I also think it is ugly at the same time. It's weird that those two things could exist in one brain, but I think it's true. And it's one of those things that, like, this is deliberate, right? Like, this is not, like, they didn't make it ugly on accident. They're like, oh shoot, it turned out ugly. Like, look at this. That's right. That's just this stuff. I don't really need this right now. I thought it was going to be other things, but I guess not. That's too bad. I don't care about graphics, just reading because maybe visually gross as opposed to it. And still, you're saying I don't care about graphics and it's visually gross. You know? I don't know. Whatever. Whatever, DD Dragon. You're like a Nintendo. That's my response to everything. Okay, how about let's start off with one of these. Oh, probably should have used a moonbeam, huh? Probably should have did that. You like a Nintendo? How dare you? I've never been so insulted as to be accused of liking a Nintendo. That's some intense right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to take these guys down. That's alright. We'll just let it. When did by accident become on accident? Oh, when did you all become y'all? So there you are. Learn the Queen's Egg. We don't have a queen here. Haven't you been to a no Queen's rally? Oh, you're laughing at my... You like a Nintendo is the ultimate trump card. Yeah. Yeah, there's a wasabi. Wabi-sabi? Oh, I don't know what that is. Wasabi? I like wasabi. But yeah, it's like... Because I think you can find ugly things endearing, right? Like, there's a really garish painting that I really enjoy. It's endearing to me, but at the same time, I think it's grotesque and disgusting. And that's Kronos eating his children. It's like a horrible painting to look at. But I'm endeared towards that painting. So I think Earthbound falls along those lines. I would never tell anybody that the visuals of Earthbound are, you know, as impressive as other RPGs or anything like that. But there's quite a lot of endearment to be found. Beauty inherent in imperfection. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like how they glue back the chipped cups with with gold mixed in, right? Is that what you're referring to? The interesting thing about Earthbound then again is it's not broken and then fixed, but it is deliberately designed in that specific way. There's wabi-sabi. I thought it said wasabi at first when I was reading it. Oh no, so I'm not thinking of the same concept at all. I'm thinking of the thing that was broken. So this is the acceptance of transience and imperfection. Got it. Yeah, I think that's a really good concept. Thanks very much for I'm gonna expand my mind on that. No, they took the thing. Well, now my reputation's down, so now what? Now what do I do? Don't know. What's the best way to get it back up? Yes. See, John knows what's up. That is brilliant level humor. It's not knee slapping like let me tell you a joke. But it's really great satire. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's good. Oh, we should have just ran from this. Well, okay, so reputation going down. To get the good ending, what? You gotta have, like, max reputation? Or what? Wakata Kage. Wakata Kage. Gotta make sure I say it right. Yeah, it's bad. Okay. All right. I mean, other than that, there's nothing else. Like, maybe I'll just get lucky with RNG stuff, huh? Watakata Kage. Something like that. I don't know. Might have missed a on there. We'll keep the card. City you see to the northwest is Diginia, the center of the empire. Empress Endora and the Mage Rashidi should be waiting for you in the castle. Good to know. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get there fast enough. You know what? So we don't drag this out too far. These last ones here. Just like that dungeon man made sure his dungeon has a restroom. It's beautiful, right? Like, what other game has that? You know? And there's a level of horror in there too. I think Earthbound's a horror game. Like, I don't know how many of these RPGs you would consider horror games, but I think Earthbound is one. Pull up our list here. I mean, I'd love to think of a Nintendo with a Ninja as a horror game, but it's not. Yeah, Earthbound might be the only one I could categorize that as. I could see somebody making the argument for Illusion of Gaia as a possibly Secret of Evermore as science fiction horror. For sure, surrealist, definitely, yeah. But I do think of Earthbound as a horror RPG. Maybe the only one on this list. Okay, what are we doing on time? 2:37. Come on, I didn't pause it.
Fight it out.
That's such a catchy tune. Hey, DD Drain, take care of yourself, huh? You need a nap. Enjoy the nap. We'll get through it pretty soon. Yeah, I hear that Mother 3 is incredibly dark. Incredibly dark and incredibly sad. The ending section of Earthbound, yeah, is pretty horrific, yeah. There's certainly like B-movie horror references in there. I mean, one of the most frightening things out of any RPG I've played on this system in English is the Moo training. Even as a kid, I was like, that kind of freaked me out. Yeah. Both of those things. I'd love to play it eventually. Never got to it. Unfortunately. Got him. There we go. Should have led with a high alignment unit. That would have been smart, rather than try and take him like this. Take him back. He's got a lot of work to do there. There's that. There's just a really big map, so it's hard not to be super spread out here.
Fight it out.
Now, who here has survived Earthbound Beginnings? I love Earthbound, but I can't play Mother 1. It's too much for me, man. Too much for me. Map is large due to map being large also makes sense because you're getting towards the end of the game here. Try to get through Mother 1 a couple times, Mage. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, I didn't even get that far. I just found it really tough. Halfway through. Oh, that stinks. That sucks. It's on NSO, so I've thought about trying it a couple times and definitely would want to make use of all the modern niceties that make it You know, a little easier to play save states at any point, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a fast forward button would be helpful on that. Oh yeah, you could try that. See if it works. Never know. Until you try. Okay, I think that there's just a couple things left on the right side of the map, and then I'll be able to tidy this up. Now, is the end that whole like mountain thing? There's like a mountain shaped like a person or something like that. I've heard tell of that being incredibly difficult. Fortunately, and I've thought about this, fortunately, if I did do NES RPGs as a series, I would not have to play Mother 1. Whew. Thank goodness. Okay, which town has the has the shop, because I do need to buy stuff. No, wrong character. Shibbolg? Mount Itoy. Oh, so part of it was cut? That's what spiked the difficulty? You're the ones who killed my master Hikash, aren't you? No, I'm not angry. Hikash himself was concerned over the future of the Highlands. However, he was a proud warrior. Who could only play out the role expected of him. You are the only ones who can save the Highlands now. Good luck. Alright then, I appreciate it. Haljaya has a shop? Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. What's the best RPGs on the NES? For me, I primarily enjoy the action RPGs on there. I really don't enjoy too many of the turn-based RPGs on there. But I haven't played all of them either. Maybe that would blow my mind, but I really think the golden age of RPGs started with the Super Nintendo. Not regular Nintendo. Thanks for the heads up, John. Oh yeah, Destiny of an Emperor. Well, I already know I don't like Final Fantasy III. For me, that's the worst Final Fantasy. Worst numbered Final Fantasy that I've played and finished. Crystalis? I love Crystalis. That's an action RPG for sure. No! More? Reputation down? Okay, alignment. That's not so bad. Well, was once a lovely woman as caring as anyone I've ever met, but Rashidi led her down the path of evil and her personality began to change. Now she laughs at the misery and suffering of the people who are living under her. But she's still beautiful, though.
Point it out.
Alright. Oh, Willow. Yeah, I think I would like Dragon Quest 3 quite a bit. I might count Faxanadu. I think I've counted it on lists that I've previously made. Well, yeah, and there's that Might and Magic that you really like. Yeah. Not a single person mentioning Final Fantasy 1, and that's fine with me. I don't know, man. Final Fantasy 1, I feel like you had to... I mean, this sounds unfair because I've pushed back against this kind of language. But I think you do need... I'll go a step further. Some people say you need to have grown up with it to enjoy it. I don't think that's the case. I do think you do need to have years of experience with it built up Otherwise, you're kind of just gonna have to use a guide, you know. A lot of times people tell me, "Oh, Final Fantasy 1 is simple. All you got to do is, you know," and then they proceed to list like an incredible number of things that you would only know through multiple playthroughs or from using a walkthrough, you know. Wish they would have done more with Chrysalis instead of creating the one game and being done with it. Yeah, so they made, there was a remake of Chrysalis, right, on Game Boy Color. Did they really never do a Chrysalis 2? Yeah, FF Bugs. You know what I'm talking about. That is a glitchy as heck game. It's all that hard, certainly less cryptic than Simon's Quest. I wouldn't say it's the most cryptic game on the system, by far. Every time I've played original FF1 on NES, I'm always astounded that it created an enormous franchise, because I think that game kind of sucks. And it does a lot of cool stuff, though. You know, we try to be balanced. You know, it does a lot of cool things, like the you know, you rescue the princess and then the game starts. Yeah, see, and that's what I mean, Sarge. You know, like, if you know you have to stop and grind at early spots, if you know where those spots are, if you know what to buy, if you know the game is more palatable. But it's a matter of getting towards what it is that you need to do. You know, I would say its issues are not necessarily its crypticness, but certainly the glitches, and then how easy it is to get things like stun locked, or just like, yeah. You want to talk ugly? I mean, I know this is a little blasphemous. I'm a red mage after all, but anyway. Well, absolutely, absolutely. It's part of the case that I'm building for FF1 being an extra level of inscrutable, incapable of being scruted. Like, Dragon Quest is a lot easier to play. Dragon Quest 1 is a lot easier to play than FF1, I think. Significantly more easy to play. Like, I beat Dragon Quest 1 fine. I did not beat FF1 fine. You just gotta get past that menu system in Dragon Quest 1. Anyway, though, I mean, I don't begrudge people for liking Final Fantasy 1. I just wish I had played it as a young kid, you know? Because these days, it's on the rougher side. Let's see. What else do we got? I hit him with one of these. And then you only got one guy, too. You know? It's just the one guy. One dude. Yeah, I think Final Fantasy 1 is a lot more difficult than Dragon Quest, for sure. Yeah, the first time I beat Dragon Quest 1 was on a modern port, and it was like an appetizer. It really was simple. Okay, give me this spot right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna back that dude up.
Thank you.
With what? Maybe this unit here. Or we'll just trade them out. And then we're about to finish this up too. But yeah, with everything for me going against Final Fantasy 1, I still think that Final Fantasy 3 is really on the rough side. Final Fantasy 3, whew, that is a brutal game. Okay, sellables. Let's sell. I'm not gonna need the termites, I don't think. Let's sell the trophy. I think we could sell. We could sell the box. What about the goddess item? Can somebody verify if we can sell trophy, goddess, box? What is fragment? I think we could sell that. I don't need the pumpkin plus. I already know that. 5 goth, really? I'm gonna keep it for that price. Boop. Which version was that mage with the with no white mage? Oh yeah, red mage. Oh yeah. I like spell charges as a concept. But yeah, if anybody could verify these are sellables, I don't know. Maybe John's not around. I'll give it like a minute. Give it a second. Boom, 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 It's a great track. It's a beautiful thing. Box trophy and goddess can be sold. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, that's a significant amount of money. I haven't really sold any of this stuff before, and that's a lot. I don't think I've sold anything in this game so far. That was a huge amount of money. Okay, 2 more left, and then we'll rush the boss. Okay. I will probably have to do that tomorrow. I think I'll probably wind up running out of time by the time I get out of here for selling the star fragment. Catch up here in the chat. Oh, did I miss it? Which version, Mage? Which version did you stream? Last one that I played was Pixel Remaster. I've already sort of made peace with the notion that I'll never beat, I'll never actually beat Final Fantasy 1 anyways. See, this is what I'm telling you, the efficient brute force option. You need to write a book on brute forcing things. You do. So many of those. So many of those. Bring this one in too. Once we reach this one, I'll start LDL heading towards the boss, I think. Lover's card. I like that one. That's a good one. Did you see the execution of the paladins? I've never seen such a thing. Prince Garrus just walked in and cut every one of them down. It was a massacre. Okay, one last one to take over. Give me a good high rep card. That would be nice. And we'll just start this one heading for the boss. Oh, no. We can't do the boss because Tristan has got to be the one to deliver the boss fight, apparently. No, do it. I hit the wrong button again.
Write it out.
Liberation.
There we go. Not quite the card I was looking for. Garrus was seen in an old temple among the mountains to the east. Please stop it. Oh yeah, there's the little hints, little hintskis. Okay, time to do it. Tie this up. Is it debonair for Andorra? The guide said Tristan. John, can we verify? Let's double check here. I need to fight Andorra with debonair. Let me check the Prima guide. So the Prima guide says you are correct. Use debonair to fight Andorra. Got it. I don't know where I got Tristan from. Guide is wrong? You've never been wrong, John. Except for that one part where you made fun of me for how slow I was playing the game.
Write it out.
Alright, we'll do it. Let's see. I jinxed the pull. I did. It's terrible. So hopefully Debonair's nearby because... What's suck if he wasn't? I gotta travel super far here. And it is 3 o'clock, so I really gotta hooly here. I gotta go holo. Come on. Oh, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll turn off the animations. That'll speed things up. Okay, so not this character. Hopefully this is Debonair right here. I think it is. Yes, perfect. Awesome. Beautiful. Let's go for it. This is it. So then you can actually just guard that spot and just sit there. All right. The last march of the Ents. Fine.
Write it out.
He's almost there. Boss is weak against physical type. Alright, we'll just see what we can do here. We should be able to take care of it. Alright, here we go. Debonair, you dare to show your face in front of me? Your Highness, please stop fighting. There's still time to concede. Concede? The Empire concede? Ha! But my Empress, Rashidi and Prince Garys have already run away. You dog of the rebels, I'll kill you first! Empress Endora, please stop! Alright, here we go. The March of the Black Queen herself. Okay, so let's make sure we set that to that. And we'll do a couple things here. We'll preemptively use a world card. That's like that kind of anime voice of foo 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 foo. Yeah. Okay. This is not gonna be that bad. Let's see. Yeah, we can just unload a couple things here. Meow. This is gonna be easy peasy. Huzzah! And then we'll just drop a bunch of Emperor cards. Dang, not too bad. Tsundere attack? Yes. Yes. Exactly that. So Tsundere. It's not like I like you or anything, Baka. Alright. I mean, have a little respect, right? This is the titular queen. I don't like saying that word the other way. I like saying titular. But apparently that's wrong. Just like I like to say analogous. Although it's analogous. Hey, we beat the queen. There you go. Not so marching anymore, are you? You liberated Zitijania. Perfect timing. That was quick. That was pretty quick. That wasn't too bad. Hey, thanks. Thanks very much. You know? That's nice. That feels good. Feels a little good. Okay, we did it. We did it. Yo, what's up, Jolly Jared? How are you? How's things going in the life of yourself? Things okay? Let's go ahead and save. And then there is one final battle of our time. Now, I don't think I'm going to have anybody else to promote or anything like that. But we'll just do one last quick check. Yeah, there's not much people came over yesterday. Oh, leftovers. That's the best. You can make all kinds of things out of those leftovers, you know? So, you could do that. You know, you could, yeah, let's go see Q-Webs today. So we are just ending. I beg your pardon. I know you just got here. We will go ahead and say hi to Q-Webs. If you're not following Q-Webs, I don't know how to say it. Then go ahead and give him a follow. Tell him Large Marge sent you. And I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be finishing Ogre Battle. It's going to be great. So don't be sad. I'll see you mañana. Everybody take care of yourselves. I love you. Bye-bye.